Project Greenlight's a contest for screenwriting and directing.
Amateur people who've never made a movie before get a chance to do just that.
We changed the contest this year. There were separate categories of writing and directing.
The Battle Shaker Heights is a great coming-of-age story.
It's about this kid, Kelly, who's pissed off at the hand he's been dealt by life.
I had no idea how to get from where I was to being a Hollywood director.
I mean, I think it'd be pretty intense for them to sort of go from whatever they've been doing to literally coming to work every day and trying to make this movie.
People can see how hard it is to do this. We want to show things as they really are.
Well, it's day one of the shoot. It's Tuesday, March 11th. I'm excited to see how the whole thing comes together.
Morning, look at cheery guy.
Colin Ephraim got the cast they wanted. They got a great script. We got them a great crew. So now it's really up to them to show us what they can do.
It's the beginning of Ephraim and I showing everyone why we won the contest, or not, you know, why we shouldn't have won the contest.
First copy the first day of the rest of my life.
On the first day, it's really important for the directors to be strong leaders and to mobilize the crew so we can finish on schedule. And I know that Kyle and Ephraim can direct good scenes. What I don't know is if they can run a movie set.
First shot will be from that corner, looking this way, long lens.
My name is Dennis Benatar. I'm the first assistant director. The job of the first assistant director is making sure that we make our days and that what needs to be in front of the lens is in front of the lens when it needs to be in front of the lens.
Oh, okay.
We're setting up the first shot, where Kelly drives with Bart and sees his mom selling art by the side of the road.
So you see your mom, she hasn't seen you yet. Just give it enough gas to start rolling, and then just let the clutch out.
We've been talking about these characters and these scenes for weeks, and then all of a sudden you find yourself in this moment with your Kelly and your Bart, and they're in their costumes, and they're all lit up in this space, and you're like, holy shit, here it is.
Can I get second team in?
I don't know what that means. What, first team, second team?
Oh, first team.
You guys want to come around the hedge and... Oh.
Second team are there standing so that we can get the camera
Oh,
angles.
okay, great. That's great. First team, second team. Who the hell does he think he is? The biggest difference between this and stuff we've shot in the past is just the scope of the production. Instead of ourselves and maybe 5 or 10 other people, we've got 80 or 90 other people.
Eldon? Shy. This is one of the 2 scenes that he's wearing a tie.
Yes.
And he's wearing a blue blazer?
Yeah.
I know Bart's supposed to be preppy, but a kid hanging out in a sport coat and tie is pretty eccentric and unlikable.
Is he really that much of a prick?
Yeah.
He's not a prick. What is it with you? You're gonna do this every single day.
We can't
Well,
start.
no, but this is your we're establishing a character, so that's why.
Right.
I didn't agree with Kyle and Ephraim's choice of wardrobe for Eldon, and my job as a producer is to oversee the ultimate quality of the film, and if they're making choices that undermine that, then I'm gonna get in their way. I think it's very important for Erica to be here on set. She knows the characters and the motivations of the story better than anybody else. Battle Shaker Heights is a subtle script, and it's going to take really careful direction to find the nuances of the characters and the situations. She can be a great resource to the directors if they listen to her.
Oh. Kyle and I have never made a film that we didn't write ourselves. So to have a separate writer who's on set, kind of watching your every move, I was a little concerned about how that was going to be.
Congratulations.
I'm not precisely sure what my role is, but, you know, I'm here every day watching it get made.
I completely trust Kyle and Ephraim as the keeper of my vision. I've had enough conversations with them to know that fundamentally they get it.
What do you got on that license plate? I think that license plate is weak. I don't think he ever bought a license plate that said Hot Lips, dude. He calls it Hot Lips.
I fought my battle already this morning against the tie and the sport coat.
Yeah, and he won, obviously.
Yeah.
The Hot Lips license plate is very over the top. And this has always been my worry about Kyle and Ephraim, is that their sense of humor is very overt. There's nothing subtle about it. You really sure Kelly went out and got a vanity license plate?
I thought so.
Why?
I actually like the reveal of the name Hot Lips on a license plate. It seems like if he's gonna go to the DMV to get a plate, that he might as well just say, like, hey, can I get
okay.
Hot Lips?
I'm not gonna, I'm just asking the question.
Yeah, no, it seems to work for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
For me, it's a big mistake, but I went up, I did my job, I pointed it out to the director, and they disagreed. So, you know, it's his movie.
All right, here we go. Pictures up. Okay, and stand by. And roll 'em.
Early, Mark.
And action!
Oh.
Kelly? Kelly! Oh, how sweet.
Bart, this is my mom. Bart.
Hi, Brad. It's so nice to meet you finally.
And cut!
Cut.
Very good.
Are you listening? Do you have headset? Can't see. Why not? Don't you want to listen?
Yeah.
So you just walk up to Mike over there, the sound guy, and I'll hand you one.
And then we're gonna just add probably kind of a loud bye. We're kind of a, at that point, we wanna end.
See, that's the key. The headset's key. When people don't realize, they forget their mic. So I just sit here and listen. You hear these guys like Colin Ephraim because their mics pick it up.
Cool. Yeah, I definitely want to get into that.
Erica should be able to hear the dialogue. That is the idea of having the writer on the set.
At this point, I'm more interested in sort of seeing how it looks than hearing the dialogue, because the dialogue I've been hearing all along, pretty much, you know, in my head.
We're very into like you opening up the dialogue. So if you want to change that up, so it's like, you know, if something feels more natural to say in the moment, then I would go with that.
Ephraim and I have a very open philosophy where the script is concerned, just kind of using it as a touchstone for the actors. We also really want them to feel free to make changes to the script.
This is like the first shoot I haven't been like nervous on the first day, where it's more like, okay, let's get this done. I know what we need to do.
Yeah, well, also.
Because think about it, it's gonna be done in 3 weeks.
Right.
That's a huge deal.
I can see the palm tree.
How easy it is for you to move that tree? The one that you cheated up there?
Not too bad.
Yeah, great. Action!
Okay, bye, Mom.
Bye.
Cut! We got it. Beautiful! All right, moving on. Excellent work.
We're going to move inside the art store. It's a pretty important scene because Shaya's character meets Amy. So there's got to be some chemistry.
My character is Tabby. She grew up in a conservative family, a lot of money, which made her kind of rebellious.
You're having a sale on glitter, it looks like.
The big pressure on Shia is just going to be the ability for him to, as a 16-year-old guy, to be able to flirt with Amy Smart so that the audience believes that she finds him sort of remotely funny, you know, because later in the movie they hook up.
And action.
Hello.
You're having a sale on glitter.
Cut.
Fuck.
Cut.
We're gonna have you rein in your energy a little bit.
I've never worked with 2 directors at the same time ever, so this is definitely a change of pace because there's one there and there's one there. So, you know, it's sort of like they're working from the same brain and breathing from the same lungs. It's weird.
Going again.
And action.
They're having a sale on glitter.
We've placed a lot of eggs in Shaya's basket. You know, he's got to carry the movie, and I think from this point, you know, it seems like he's going to be a really interesting character. But, you know, it's hard to tell what he's going to be like until you start to see it cut together.
So you paint?
Well, I don't feel really comfortable calling anything done since, you know, the Renaissance painting. I mean, we might have more experimental interaction with the picture plane, but as far as skills go, you know, out the window.
Okay.
Cut. Excellent. Wait. You don't want one more take for that? Okay. No. Okay, we're wrapped.
That's it.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for a very nice day. This is a wrap.
Good work, guys.
Thank you.
Good work, Thomas. It was a pretty good first day. Colin Ephraim made good decisions. We got out on time. We got good performances. I'm already pretty encouraged that's going to go better than the first Greenlight movie.
I think Kyle and Ephraim are doing a great job. I mean, I can't tell, but they look competent, which is really the most important thing.
It's when you've got a minute to breathe, like at the end of the day, where you're like, we just did our first day on, you know, a feature film for Miramax that will go into theaters.
Oh, my fucking feet.
How am I gonna do this for 22 more days?
I was very happy with what we got.
I've just really felt like the universe has taken care of us.
We're shooting scenes with Bart and Kelly hanging out in an Army-Navy store. Today should be another fairly straightforward day.
Let me go deal with this prick. Yeah, he's like, I'm gonna get my lawyer down here and get you guys shut down. Fuck you, you fucking prick.
Who is it?
You know, he's a fucking nobody that rents the building and the owner didn't tell him.
But I don't understand what we're doing to upset him. I mean, it's a parking lot.
Just, you know what? Some people are just pricks.
That's true.
This morning I encountered a little situation with someone who appeared to be incredibly uncooperative, and of course, being on my movie set, I initially call anybody that's totally absurd and uncooperative a prick.
What's his point?
His point is he's a fucking prick. That's his point.
Well, I know, but
that's just a point. When you're a prick, you're a prick.
He's a prick. We made a deal with the owner of this place, and apparently the tenant didn't know anything about it.
Well, basically, I shut him down for the day, and I paid him $500. So when he said $500, I said, done deal. He's calling off the dogs.
Good man.
You gotta do something for him later.
What do I
No.
Do I have to get naked?
Yeah.
Roll sound.
And action.
You see, everything's been decided for me since birth. I'm not complaining, you know. Play the hand you're dealt, right?
Well, how could you? You got a royal flush.
Are you crazy? My life sucks.
Cut.
That's cut.
We got it. I think that was good.
Yeah, I mean, it's really for the full turn.
Fine. I'll talk and find out.
This is Jeff. Chris McDonald, who's playing Abe, Kelly's father, is supposed to start work tomorrow. Today, we get a call from his agent saying that he's got a scheduling conflict and isn't going to be able to come in on one of the days that we need him. Chris McDonald has a conflict. He's got a cast read-through on this network where all the studios coming in.
Wait. Time out. We gotta catch up. We've had a really difficult time with this schedule. During this process, we've had to juggle that schedule to accommodate a lead actor. And it's very frustrating for us that now we have to accommodate additional actors' availabilities where we really don't have that flexibility.
So now we're in a position where we can either replace him a day before we start shooting with him, or we can rework the schedule on the future dates, which are already tight and is going to be incredibly difficult.
It started to become pretty apparent that we were either going to have to change the script, which nobody wanted to do, or we weren't going to be able to have Chris McDonald.
We're heading for a train wreck here.
Yep.
The scene we're supposed to shoot tomorrow between Kelly and his dad is probably the most emotional in the movie, and currently we have no one playing the part of the dad. What's up, dude? You got a second? I know you were concerned about meeting your dad in the movie. We just found out today that he's got a conflict on another movie, so we're trying to figure out what the schedule is.
Yeah, you gotta reschedule. That's the first thing I can tell you. You have to. That scene is so important, Jeff. I mean, I haven't even met the guy who I'm playing against. It's gonna be tough.
Well, we definitely can't reschedule the hospital.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know what am I supposed to say. That kills me. That kills me. It's like the biggest scene. That's probably be the biggest day of this whole movie. That scene made me want to do this movie. So that's why that was so important to me, and you know, it was making me angry that they hadn't casted the father yet.
I will let you know what happens. Shia is somewhere between concerned, pissed, annoyed, you know, and upset.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's lunch.
So, have you guys thought through other choices for Abe?
There was some talk about Christopher Lloyd because Thomas Ackerman knows him really well.
Christopher Lloyd's well known for his roles in Back to the Future and Taxi, and we know that the studio would like to have a name for the part.
There's so many constraints around Chris McDonald that we'd like to maybe go to Christopher Lloyd.
Well, would you feel comfortable calling him or his wife or somebody, or put me on the phone with him or somebody?
Yeah, no, I'd be happy to.
Chris McDonald's coming here right now. I know. As we're scrambling to find Abe, Christopher McDonald shows up on set for his wardrobe fitting. Now, even though we know we have to replace him, we kind of got to pretend like he's got the part because we haven't found anybody else yet to do it.
I have bigger ones.
Well, I can make it work.
There were awkward moments to the day when Chris McDonald came in because I was told that there's a possibility that he might not be doing it, and so therefore I was then asked to cover the fitting as if he was going to do it. Moving on.
Does he know enough about the project and the story that he's willing to commit to the part now? No, I think he's awesome. So that's why because I'm a senior person here, gonna pull the trigger on this pretty quickly.
That'll turn out.
It'll work. What should I do with Christopher McDonald at this point? He probably wants to speak to somebody, right? I'm done with my fitting with him.
Chris McDonald's a really nice guy. I really wish you could work out with him. It looks like it's not going to be able to. Thank you. I hope it does work out. And
I'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah.
You go stash the flask and get the book.
Just a bit more. There we go.
On your cue, sir.
And action.
What's this?
Cut.
Trying to figure out how to fix his performance. I'm not liking it.
There was this sort of bomb that was going off around us. Having bombs and fires going off during the day definitely affects your ability to focus on what you're doing.
We're gonna work this out. Oh my God.
I would say Chris Lloyd has the part. If he wants to do it and can do it, he has the part. So I'm gonna jump back in. Once we chime in with our directorial input as to who we should go to Abe next, I mean, there's nothing more for us to do.
Hi, this is Chris Moore. I'm looking for Chris Lloyd. I guess I just want to call and see if you sort of know what you're getting into and if you really are up for it. When I finally got to Chris himself, he was much less committed than anybody in any of the other phone calls. Listen, thank you for even considering it. We're big fans. In classic film fashion, Chris Lloyd got offered another job 15 minutes after we offered him.
You're kidding me.
So we emailed him a script, and he's looking at the scenes, and he promised us an answer in an hour.
Okay.
We're in a bind here, and I'm just trying to figure out how to solve it. The actor that the directors have liked from the beginning is Bill Sadler.
I hate to be the one to tell you this, but I am not your problem anymore.
Bill Sadler had come in and met with the guys. Ephraim had really liked him. Kyle thought he was really good.
I want to find out if we went to him, if he'd be able to work as a local, if he'd be able to start tomorrow, if he'd be available for all these days, and if he would say yes.
I've never met the actor before the scene. Maybe it'll work better. Who the fuck knows?
He's concerned that, he hasn't already met the actor because this piece to Shia, a lot of it is predicated on his interconnection with his dad. To him, it's very meaningful. If it's meant to be, it's going to be. You know what I mean?
But is it meant to be good, or is it meant to be hog crap?
Unfortunately, in the midst of all this, I had to go to the American Pie set for a little while. All right, Jeff, you're in charge.
Bring it up into
Give us a little bit more sort of nuance to suggest that you're not someone that people really want to deal with. And action.
It has a lot of sentimental value.
How much?
A lot.
Cut.
Cut.
Chris Lloyd passed? Oh, excellent. Of course he did.
Instead of really taking your time on the exit, we just want you to do a quick exit this time.
Almost. I got two. Steve, not that quite much. Not too much of a lead there, Steve.
There's another script, doesn't want to do the part. Bill Sadler? Can you speak for him?
Yes.
I gotta talk to Ray Schwartz, make sure it's good, but if Merrimack signs off, please go as fast as you can. No, literally, just go direct some stuff here.
So we'd like to go right now to Bill Sadler. If Merrimack says yes to Bill Sadler, according to his agent, 3 hours ago, Bill Sadler would do it. I think we're past options right now. I think we need to pull the trigger. Yeah? Currently, Miramax is trying to find other options in the next 20 minutes, which I think is absolutely absurd because anybody that's bigger than Bill Sadler isn't going to say yes without reading the script. Can you let us know by like 5:15, 5:30, please? Just because we're really pushing everybody's patience, so I won't be surprised if anything. All right. Thank you. All right, bye. Unbelievable.
It's the end of the business day, and Abe needs to be in, he's shooting the next morning.
Who thinks we can get someone in a half an hour who's a bigger name? I mean, I want to know who actually thinks that.
I know the answer to that question, and I'm not going to say who it is.
Okay, I can wait for half an hour. Okay. Hopefully Bill Sadler can too. We have explored so many names for this role. What are you going to do in a half an hour that we couldn't do like in weeks of trying, like they're gonna pull out some ace that they've had. Well, we can always get you Gary Sinise. What? You know?
If he had any idea what was happening, he would spit on our offer.
Laura Rister and Rick Schwartz are trying to come up with other names and won't let us go to our backup right now.
I can understand that the studio wants a big name actor to get people to come to the theater and see the movie. I mean, I want that too. But with less than 12 hours to go, you gotta face reality. We need an actor to play this part tomorrow.
Just call them out and just say, no, we're not doing it or something. Just put the nail in the coffin. This is just stupid.
I told Miramax we're hiring Bill Sadler, and we're hiring Bill Sadler right now. And as far as I'm concerned, they can fire me if they don't like it.
Hey, so this is a personal first for me, but I'd like to offer the role of Abe to your client, Bill Sadler, for tomorrow. We are very excited about it. So just because it's last minute, you know, shouldn't feel last minute. All right, it looks like it's gonna close.
With Bill Sadler.
With Bill Sadler. Okay.
We've got an Abe, and a good one.
You gotta respect Bill for coming in and being willing to even try this. To literally have to come in and shoot the biggest and hardest scene you have in the movie, you know, that's a lot to ask from an actor.
Shia, so we got a father for you, dude.
I know, man. Thanks.
We got a father.
It's good news.
It's not gonna be me. So
Thank God.
Good work today. I didn't see any of it, but I heard it was good.
Thanks for taking care of that, brother. That's good.
Whew. All right, have a good night. I'll see you bright and early.
It was good, man.
Today's a huge day. We're shooting at the VA hospital, and it's a very important scene between Kelly and his father where they reconcile. But I'm worried because we've got a lot of other scenes to shoot today, and we only have this place for one day.
When you get there in the morning, there's this feeling in the air of like we've got all the time in the world, but we actually realize how short the day is actually going to be.
Because of our big recasting problems yesterday, we had to juggle today's schedule and move Bill Sadler's big scene to the afternoon so we'd at least have time to get acclimated with Shia before they shot.
There has been talk about us shooting all 3 scenes in here before lunch.
We'll take the most expeditious path, yeah.
We're gonna have to really cram these sequences to get out before lunch. We may go into penalty lunch.
Michael, could we also pull it down? All right, here we go. And stand by.
And action.
So you got any war stories?
Get your own stories, sucker. I earned mine. You don't get nothing for free in this life.
See you some other time then?
Cut.
Cut. All right, ladies and gentlemen, moving on to scene 60.
Can we settle just for sound? Can we just get those birds for 20 seconds?
No, first vacation.
Bill Sadler, how do you do?
How do you do? Welcome aboard. Thank you.
I was super happy with William Sadler as Abe, especially accepting the role 12 hours before we were supposed to shoot.
Yeah, man. It's great to have you here, though.
Yeah, we'd love for you guys to have quality time, too,
Please.
whenever we can.
Shia and I sort of looked at each other and went, we've got to do this.
It's like your first day. I know it's hard.
On The Shawshank Redemption, we had 2 weeks of rehearsals to get to the place where we looked like a bunch of men who'd been together for 19 years. And here we had, you know, 60 minutes.
Welcome. I probably have more respect for Bill than anybody else on the set because of the fact that he came in, got the script yesterday, and had the balls to say, you know what? They need me right now, I'm gonna do this. That's great.
I have a question for you.
Please.
Young writer.
I talked to Bill Sadler because he initiated the conversation. I feel like I wouldn't offer any information unless someone came to me.
He slid into the world of drugs.
Yeah.
Which drugs?
I would say pot, acid, drinking, but I feel like he is able to take on some of the responsibility for that.
How old is Kelly?
He's 17.
I have a 17-year-old.
You do?
Yeah.
Cool.
For a large part of my career, I've played villains. It's very satisfying to be able to call on the human side of myself, as opposed to simply killing the people involved in the story.
All right, here we go. We're around.
We did 3 scenes with Charlie in the morning, which was really ambitious with quite a few setups.
Are we in it yet?
Yes, we are in meal penalty right now.
So we need to wrap by 1:30.
That's good.
What happens if we go past 1:30?
We go into another penalty.
You see that plant in the background, Steve? Now move this in.
Roll down.
And this morning wasn't the best morning we've had. It's just because we had to get rushed.
But at 1:45, we go into a second penalty.
Okay.
Which is going to kill you on the back end. They're behind. Now you're jeopardizing the end of the day.
Probably not going to get that signal. We'll try. We'll try.
You have to make sure that they're aware of these constraints that they have to deal with. But you have to do so in such a way that it doesn't impede their creative process, because it's not their job to worry about how much time on the clock, yet it is.
So we should be able to do it?
Yes, absolutely.
Go with God.
Single on Kelly. We're pushing in for a single on Kelly.
From this scene or
From
the
this
other?
scene. This scene. Right now.
All right.
Can we get makeup? He's a little shiny.
Where are we at, Joe? How much time do we have?
About 3 minutes.
Okay,
Okay, here we go.
Here we go. We can do it.
Stand by. All right, this shot takes us to lunch. All right. Roll sound.
Action.
Oh, no. Never mind. Forget it.
Why? What's the problem?
I prefer not to swim when there's a shark in the water.
Cut. Brilliant. That's it. Let's break for lunch.
Hang on a second, ladies and gentlemen. After lunch, first thing we're gonna do is block first scene in the hospital room.
I mean, we smashed 3 scenes into, before lunch. It's pretty outrageous. But, I'm hoping we recover. It's so close to my life. Is it? It's my life.
Is your dad a junkie?
Yeah. Really? Yeah, from when I was 3 till I was 12. Are you serious? He was a straight up hippie junkie, pot smoking fuck till I was 12.
And then he cleaned up?
Then he cleaned.
There was a lot of bonding and getting to know each other, getting some trust going instantly.
Shia's mom and I talked about the fact that it was going to be a very hard scene for him. Clearly, it's a very intense moment.
It's a big, big scene. Kelly's looking at his father, looking like he's about to die. And at that point, he expresses, how much he loves his pop. For me to do stuff like that, I got to sit by myself for a minute and think about what's going on in the scene, and then I got to go into my head and think about things that have happened in my life to get that emotion. I've been in VA hospitals like this with situations like that. From when I was 8 to 11, the only time I'd ever visit my father was in the hallway of the VA hospital. And I'd visit him like 1 time a week for 15 minutes. I mean, that's how close this story is to me.
And action.
Hey, tell me something. How come nobody ever reenacts the Vietnam War?
Why?
Yeah.
It's too depressing.
Yeah, I guess.
I can make it work.
Yeah, I bet you could.
Cut.
That's great. That was good. Can we just pick up the cross?
So you get one more time.
Oh, Jesus.
The big challenge for the directors is to get good performances from the actors while they're under such a huge time pressure.
We're in a small space. We're shooting a really emotionally intense scene, and the clock was ticking. It was tense.
There was no slack time, no leeway. We were just right up to the edge.
Okay, let's stand by for rehearsal.
It really came down to that we were going to have one shot that encapsulated the film, and it was the money shot of Shia standing up and really looking into Kathleen's face and crying, getting to that release place.
All those memories I have, I want them back, And what sucks is, those are memories you don't want to get back, but you got to. And that's what was driving me fucking outraged. I was going crazy, because I didn't want to think about this stuff, but I knew I had to. I mean, what do? You just got to go, let's shoot right now, because if this doesn't happen right now, it's not going to happen.